This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It is a 2004 Ford F250 crew cab, short bed. It's a 6.0 turbo diesel, four-wheel drive. It is an XLT with leather. It has leather seats, which is unusual in an XLT. We think it might have been because it was an FX4 truck. This truck, when we got it, was real ugly. We sent it to Mako, just got a Mako paint job. They are far from a perfect paint job. But we do have before and after pictures. I doubt if you'll be able to see how yucky the paint looked in those pictures because they were kind of in shade. But it had nothing to do with body damage. It was all paint that was scratched and dinged and nicked up and whatever. Anyway, Mako paint is a one-stage paint, clear and the color mixed together. There'll be, you know, small imperfections throughout. So if you're expecting like a factory paint job, you're going to be sadly mistaken. I'll try to get as close as I can with HD video. My brother will get HD pictures taken, a bunch of those. You'll be able to see. Very good news is the tires that we put on it. They stole a bunch of stuff off it. They had the wrong wheels on it, which the auction probably put on it. So we had to buy these. We bought these from Craigslist. They're probably 90% tread. Very high rubber tires. They also stole all the shocks off it, center links. So it's got, and all the brakes were stolen off it. So it's got all new calipers, rotors, pads, new center links. It's also got all new shocks. All four shocks are new. I'm trying to get you a good view of this paint. Things like this, you'll see these little things in the paint, little floaties I call them. From a distance, it's a nice truck, but it's a 120,000 mile truck. If you're looking for a brand new paint job like factory, you're not going to get it. What you've got is a good looking truck that if you get real close to it and you want to pick it apart, you can pick it apart all day long. But performance wise, it's outstanding. It's got a lot of rubber on the tires, very deep rubber. So you should be able to drive for quite some time without doing anything to this thing. I'm trying to find an area that may or may not have an imperfection to show you. This side actually looks pretty good. It actually looks really good. But if those of you out there who are familiar with making paint know, it's color. It's not a real paint job. So just know that going in. That being said, passenger side, the hood looked pretty good. There's going to be floaties around, which happens. There's your new shocks on the rear. The tailgate had huge dents in it, so we bought a louvered tailgate, which should help a little bit with fuel mileage. See here, got a little right in front of my thumb there. You can see stuff like that. Well, just, I mean, we didn't do any body work, so you can just see a couple little floaties there. I'm trying to, there you go. I mean, I'm trying to pick it apart. What I don't want is somebody to say, I didn't know that the paint was like that. You know, the paint actually looks fine to me for what it is. All right, but if you're looking for a perfect paint job, you need to go to the dealer and buy a vehicle from the auto mall near you for, I don't know, this is probably about 40 grand. There's some sort of like a little bit of a lesser color right in there. I don't know if you can see that or not. Anyway, I mean, I could go around this thing all day long. I think I've described it well enough to you. 120,050 miles. Let me show you under the hood. Looks to me like this fender has been replaced on this side. Not sure if we did that or not. like I said, we'll have the before and after pictures. There's your Ford emblem here between my fingers. Normally there's a Ford emblem right here, but it's not there, so I'm saying this fender has definitely been replaced. Here's the stickers. The core support's the same. You got the Ford stamp here. You got the stickers where they belong. So it would appear, there's the Ford stamp on the driver fender. There's the Ford stamp here. So it would appear that the passenger front fender's been replaced. We also did both batteries are new. Got an aftermarket airbox, obviously. All right. I don't know. This must be part of the FX4 package back then. Oh shoot! Let me unlock the windows. There we go. There's your passenger or driver rear window. The seats are cool. There's a little blemish right here in the middle of that seat. Nothing going on there. It's a week before Christmas here in Tucson, and it's going to be almost 80 degrees today. Sorry to announce that to you people who are snowed in right now, but this is why we do this in Tucson. You can see a little bit of... Well, that leather's really soft though. You can see a little hole right there. For what this is, it's going to be a great buy. It's very above average for what it is. There's your locks. Alright, let's see, power seat. Goes forward, back, full seat down, full seat up, rear seat cushion up, rear seat cushion down, front seat cushion up, front seat cushion down. That works fine. Boy, this seat looks like no one ever sat in it. Wow, it's really nice. There's a manual here. An extra lug nut there for some reason. That's going to rattle around, so we're going to get rid of that. The center console shows some wear. Carpet looks excellent. Alright, let's go to the driver door. I just saw that on top of the bumper here. There's a tear in this plastic. You can buy these plastic tops, are about 40 bucks a piece if you care. I would do nothing. I would just keep it the way it is, run it for another 100,000 miles, and then figure out what you want to do with it next. There's a driver window, passenger front window. The tint's a little torn up on this car too. I would maybe just there's the driver rear window. I maybe just take the tint off. There's your locks on the driver's side. Roll this passenger rear window up. There you go. Alright, mirrors. Out, in, up, down. Other side. Out, in, up, down. Perfect. Alright. Got a tilt wheel. That works. Let's see. Driver's seat back. Forward. Whole seat down. Whole seat up. Front of the seat up. Front of the seat down. Rear seat down. Rear seat up. That works fine. This seat looks great too. It's very rare that the rear seat's rougher than the front seat, but that's the case here. Both front seats look great. Alright, let me hop in here. Alright. Get a seatbelt on. It does have adjustable pedals, so let's try these. It's down. It's up. Alright. The air, obviously you can hear that running. That is on. and it's quite cold, which is a good thing because it's kind of warm today. That would be rubbing it again. Let's see. CD player, radio works, got an old school cassette player, cup holder. Like I said, there's some roughness on this cover here. Alright, let's see. Tilt the wheel down, move the seat up a little bit. Let me turn the radio off so you can hear me. It's missing the very outside part, but if you press in, you can see there's the toe on and off. Alright, let me put it into neutral. 4 low. Alright. So, there's 4 low right there. Put it in drive. Yeah, that's definitely 4 low. And put it in reverse. Alright, put it back in neutral. Go to 4 high. Now we're in 4 high, put it in drive. Alright, we can drive at speed in that. That's definitely 4 high, 4 low. Perfect. Alright, 2-wheel drive. There's 2-wheel drive, and let's go for a ride. Alright, if you come to Tucson and drive at home, obviously you need plates and insurance. You cannot get that with a salvage title. We would have to take it and get it inspected for you before you drove it home. We charge $200 to do that. $50 goes to the state for the inspection itself. $150 of that $200 goes to us to cover doing this. We have to get up about 6 in the morning, pick up the truck about 7, take it to motor vehicles to be first in line. They open at 8. Sometimes we're done in 15 minutes. Sometimes we're there for 10 hours. They don't let us leave it there. We have to stay with the vehicle. That's why we charge that. It's also a huge hassle in other states. So please, if you're going to do it yourself and ship it somewhere, please make sure you can get it done yourself with the Arizona salvage title, the bill of sale, and the truck, because that's all we can provide you with, okay? All right, so if you come to Tucson, you're going to pay us $200 to restore the title, $250 in dock fees, and taxes. Taxes are 2% city sales tax here in Tucson, plus whatever your state tax rate is. So if your state tax rate is 3% and you come to Tucson, you're going to pay 5% tax, $250 dock fee, and $200 to restore the title. If you pay by wire and ship, all you're going to pay is the agreed upon price plus whatever your whatever you want to do with the restore. If you want to pay us the $200 to restore it before it leaves, that's fine. We'll get it done before it leaves. I strongly suggest that. You can do it yourself, like I said. Just make sure that you know you can get it done. Obviously, once you ship it to Michigan or Montana or something, it's a long way back here to get it done. Make sure you get a deposit in. Once we have a deposit, we have a deal. Until we have a deposit, it's for sale. Once we get a deposit, we'll put your name in a banner over the truck at wheelk.com, and it'll be yours. Trying to run over children here, that's always a bad thing. I don't remember the last time running over a kid was a good thing. Anyway, let's see. A couple things to know. As you may or may not know, 6.0s are famous for EGRs and for oil coolers. The price of those, repairing those, has been greatly reduced over the years, but that is their weakness in these trucks. This thing performs fine. We've driven it quite a bit. We've had it running quite a bit. That's not an immediate issue, but you never know with those things. They tend to go like in a second. So please have that in the back of your mind, that could be something you're going to have to deal with sooner or later. Some people just do it preemptively. It used to cost about $2,500 to do. Now, if you find a good place, you could probably get it done for, guys who are reputable, you could probably get it done. You buy the parts for about $800, get it installed for about $600, about $1,400, you get it done. Some crazy people want, $3 grand for it, which is ridiculous. But right now, this doesn't need it. All right. So, if you're expecting to buy a brand new car, this isn't one of them. This does have a little bit of floaty steering, which is common for Fords, but not too bad. There you go. And it runs strong, real strong. All right. Thanks for your time. Have a great holiday season.